Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot from here. Hi, hello, and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading for the 15th of December, 2024. We will be using Mystical Cats Tarot for today's daily tarot reading. That will be listed in the description box down below. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, my lovelies, I am back. All your cards are on the table. We have no aces, 3 major arcanas, no synchronicities that I see right off the bat. Anyway, the best part of your day, or the highest potential we have, we start off with the Tower in the reverse. The 6 of Swords. The 4 of Wands in the reverse. The 7 of Wands in the reverse. The 10 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. The Queen of Wands, and the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. This is nice. Certain things have changed. We're moving forward. We're moving on. Even if we are looking back a little bit to reminisce, to go back over the hardships, the difficulties we've had recently. Let's face it, it's the end of the year. We have lots of planets in retrograde. Mercury is going direct, but you still have the post-shadow period going on right now, and with a lot of other planets still retrograde. The energy is very dense, very heavy. A lot of us are having difficulty moving and navigating. However, we've actually gained more power, more footing during this time. So as Mercury goes direct, we're starting to come out the other side of the crucible, as it were. And it's okay to go back and reminisce. Just remember, don't live there. Just see what you've learned, what you've gained, what actually happened. Reflect on it enough to know that you got past it. It made you stronger. It made you better. Or if you don't perceive it as being better, well, what did you learn? Okay. And this is not an energy of having a pity party. It's more of a, hey, I survived that. Hey, that's what was going on at this time. That's no longer there. Or, I don't want that to be there anymore. So, you know what? I'm going to move forward. Why? Because I know I'll be better off for it. And you can see that when you look back. Alright. Worst part of your day. We have the Devil in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, this is going to be hard to let go. Let go of past events, past difficulties, even recent ones during the span of retrograde. Some of you are holding on a little too tightly. It's a refusal to change, to progress, evolve, move forward. A lot of times, a lot of people run down retrogrades because everything is so difficult. There's a lot of upheavals, there's a lot of change. But sometimes we slow down, and we're made to slow down, and we're made to have changes, or for a reason. Because if we haven't made those changes on our own prior to that energy, this is the time when the universe steps in often and forces the change. And for those of us that don't like change, which, let's face it, human nature, most of us don't, it can be rather difficult for us to let go. It's one of those instances where we're holding on for dear life, but we don't realize what we're holding on to is cutting into our hand and hurting us more by holding on rather than just releasing it. Okay. And you may not realize how disillusioned you're making yourself by holding on to that, to not letting things go, that you're actually cutting off more opportunities and delaying that process for yourself by doing so. Okay, now your obstacle, or how to get over your obstacle. We have the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Wands, and Justice in the reverse. Oh, remember, this is your obstacle, or how to get over your obstacle. Okay, well, that's interesting. No one's going to save you. Okay. Some of you actually may be waiting for a higher power to step in and free you from your burdens, you know, make you happy in areas where you're not happy. And you're just sitting there waiting, literally, for the energy to right itself. Be like, oh, well, I'll just wait it out. You know, the universe will give me what I want on a silver platter. It'll get better. I just have to, you know, wait for them to fix everything. I have to do nothing. So beware of that energy. Because that's not you letting go of your circumstances. That's not you influencing your realm. That's not you willing to change. That's just you going, I want nothing with it. You guys fix it. Not my problem. Not my responsibility. Make it happen. Okay. Others of you, this is very much you and your spiritual connection, realizing that things are not always the most pleasant. They're not always as they seem or appear to be, or as they need to be for you right now. There's restrictions, limitations, things in your world that maybe once made you happy, but that's no longer. And you're coming to terms with that enough to realize in this period where you've been a little bit slowed down, you know, the retrograde energy, this is a time for you to reflect and make choices when it comes to the things that are out of sorts. In other words, what are you wanting to let go? What do you need to let go? Okay. So this is, yeah, interesting. It's like two sides of a coin. Those that are wanting to reflect and make changes, that are willing to let go, realizing that they need to, and being more proactive, versus those that want to sit back and go like, oh, where's my knight in shining armor? Where's the universe to step in and fix everything for me? It's no wonder I heard the words, no one will save you. And for those of you that are actually fearing change or refusing to let go, I mean, that itself is a tower moment. You refusing to willingly change forces a tower moment, in which case, yes, it does feel kind of painful. In which case, you may want somebody to actually save you because you don't like the change. We'll see which way you guys tend to go with this energy. I would like to think that most people have managed to navigate all the retrograde energy we have here at the end of 2024 well enough that we can be honest about things that work and that don't work, and how we want things to be, how we wish things to be, but also knowing that we actually have the power but we can gain the knowledge and skills to change it ourselves, to have an effect. And it actually works better when we do it that way. It's the willingness to let go of that rope. Alright. So, for all my non-Scorpios, you're probably not going to like some of the energy for today, whereas us Scorpios are going to be right at home because we're used to it. It's everything we do all the time, so welcome to the club. Now, I did add up all your cards, by the way. Everything here adds up to 106, but I'm going to just do 7, and in my numerology chart, that is spiritual knowledge, and collecting data. When we're doing the self-assessment, when we're doing the self-reflection, seeing what needs to stay, what needs to go, what are we willing to change, what are we willing to orchestrate, accept, or put up with in our lives. That's kind of what we're doing here. Just remember, no one's going to save you. The universe isn't gonna step in and course correct everything and make things how they were. No, the universe, if you have a Force Tower moment, it will destroy everything. That way it can be built anew for something better and something different. This is where you being more proactive and willing to move makes things easier. Working with the universe, working with the spirit team. And for those of you that like the astrology, yes, Mercury goes direct. However, as much as that is coming to an end, there's the 2-week post-shadow period. You do get a little bit back on track in the coming weeks as that energy fades. However, you got other planets that are still in retrograde, especially Mars that is in retrograde. So, you may not fully feel very settled until that actually goes direct as well, and that post-shadow period ends. However, you can start working on broadening your horizons, opening things up, letting optimism guide you a little bit better, hence why the self-reflection and being willingness to move on your own is coming through. And then, of course, today is also the Gemini full moon. So, yay! This is where we get to finalize plans, sort through ideas. You connect emotionally with options available. It's also why we're seeing the unwillingness to change here in our worst part of our day, and that blocking options from us. Pathways, choices. We might be disillusioned about what choices we have if we are unwilling to budge and let go of the things that we need to release at this time. All right. And with the Gemini full moon, that does mean, yes, you can be more expressive, more engaging, and certain words and phrases will have more meaning for you as well. And then we have the moon in Cancer, which I quite like, but to each their own. This is where you take care of your emotional needs. You give yourself emotional support that you need to feel secure. Backfire of that energy is you want to cling to what is known. You want that security blanket. It's that refusal to willingness to let go. The fear of the unknown. Change. Refusing change. We like our comfort zone. We may not like where it is, but it's what we know. So we're going to cling on to that for dear life, even if it hurts us. And that's what we have to acknowledge. That's what we have to learn. That's what we have to come to terms with. Alrighty. Very interesting. Alright, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you. If it resonates, by all means, give me a thumbs up. If it does not, no worries. It is a general reading after all. So please do if it resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.